it's not just the ultra wealthy, business owners, VC class that are really in the groupthink right now. I mean, there's a really good piece by Margot McCall in TechCrunch this week about all of the founders circling between David Sachs's crypto parties and the crypto ball and all of the different parties in Washington trying to get as close as possible to these bigwigs, but also the Trump administration themselves for deals, contracts. So it extends beyond just the people with the clearest financial incentive right now.
Yeah. I mean,
why do you think that is?
Yeah. I mean, so, groupthink, natural human tendency, but this moment goes far beyond that. I think there are a couple things happening. One, which you just sort of touched on, is people want government contracts. I think for good, it feels like this is going to be a great moment for business. Let's do some business. I mean, I think both of our concerns is that this could be, I think we're calling it grit versus grift, in the newsletter. It's like, hopefully this is a moment of grit where everybody's building and doing real things. For all Elon's faults, he does build rocket ships and great electric cars. Or it could be grift and the Trump token, and just sort of, instead of government contracts going to sort of boondoggle defense contractors, now they're going to go to startups with fake products that are still developing. So certainly here, we are cheering for grit over grift, but I think we've got both types of people sort of leaning in and hoping to get what they can out of Trump.
Well, you look at some of his executive orders he signed this week. He repealed Biden's executive order on AI safety, which, I mean, we've talked about there were good things and bad things in that order. But I think Mark Andreessen rightly pointed out that really favored big tech incumbents with the reporting requirements and developments over startups in the AI field. So for AI startups or people, pushing technology, some of the regulations really did not favor them. So in some ways, that there's moves already happening that could really be beneficial.
Right, yeah.
Yes, for the moneymakers, but also
course,
for everyone.
Trump's going to unleash energy development, but then seems to single out like stuff like wind farms and some other renewables, where it's like that's actually where technology could help. So I hope the energy sort of regulation. I hope if he's going to clear the way for reduce regulations on oil and gas, that extends to new forms of energy that could take us to a better place.